The dangers of premature departure. While we were praying at the end of the tarry concerning being lights, I saw a large pool of water. We were all dressed in swimsuits and surrounded by angels who instructed us to enter the water and remain in it for 7 days. As I watched the days pass, some people came out of the water on the 3rd day, some on the 4th, some on the 6th, while others remained until the 7 days had been completed. I noticed that those who left the water before the 7 days were over glowed brightly, and many people were drawn to their light. However, after some time, the light seemed too heavy for them. They became uncomfortable and were unable to go very far with it. Although they directed those who came to them to the source of their light, the Lord, they fell short of the number of people they were meant to bring because they grew weak and weary. Those who remained in the water until the 7th day also shone brightly. However, they received the strength and grace necessary to persevere and sustain that light. Then I heard,
"Let me invade you. Let me invade your mind and your space. I do not want a space. I want to be your space."
I was reminded of Ecclesiastes 7 verse 14 to 17. Enjoy prosperity while you can, but when hard times strike, realize that both come from God. Remember that nothing is certain in this life. I have seen everything in this meaningless life, including the death of good young people and the long life of wicked people. So do not be too good or too wise. Why destroy yourself? On the other hand, do not be too wicked either. Do not be a fool. Why die before your time? Pay attention to these instructions, for anyone who fears God will avoid both extremes. I then had the impression that we were all at a carnival filled with both angelic and demonic game stands. We were instructed to avoid the demonic game stands because anyone who went there to play would be unable to stop. Such people would become consumed by the pleasure of the games and would eventually lose the ability to recognize their brethren. We moved around the carnival as groups so that no one would stumble. However, some slipped away from their designated groups and began to walk alone. Most of them eventually became trapped by the demonic games. Some were later revived and delivered, but others were lost and could not be found again. 1 January 2021. Sister B.A. Gam, watch.